Hey everyone, it's Alesha. Just in case this is the first time visiting this channel, welcome. Okay, so I decided to make a part two because I just want to go over a few more points. And after the video ended, I was like, there's a few more things I want to add. Hopefully, I get it in this time around. If not, just read the article because I'm not gonna keep making part threes and part fours. Like, at some point, it is what it is. In the last video, I was finishing up the point where I try to do nice things for Alpha Phi Omega people. Well, some Alpha Phi Omega people. And they either treat me mean, block me off, or run from me when they see me. Like, even when I got a few people graduation gifts, some people are like, oh, this is too much money. And I want you guys to think of it this way. Did any of your white friends buy you flowers and you treated them the same way? Did you treat them mean or were you nice? Did any of your white friends give you a gift and you treated them mean or did you treat them nice? Did someone in your past tell you that black people can't afford this or somehow black people aren't supposed to be in this sort of event because it's too much money or whatever? And the reason why I bring this up, um, I'll get to how you can be an ally. And the reason why I bring this up, one of my white friends told me something very profound a while back. She basically told me that as a white person, you're told that you're superior, you're told that you're better, you're told that you are genetically better in every way. It's up to everybody to get to know you. And you just have to reject this idea and realize that you're not better than everybody else. You're equal. Um, and I just wonder if someone in your past told you that, oh, uh, I'm superior and these people are beneath you. And I'm just going to ask you if you really want to be an ally, like you say you are. Stop thinking that you're the only ones that can afford things. Stop thinking that you're the only ones that can go places, do things, afford $1,000 dinner party tickets or whatever. Because I do think with some of my APO brothers, and you can comment below if you had the same experience. Um, After school is definitely a 370, 380 difference. I started going to New York for auditions, Miami, all kind of places. And I noticed as I started to move up, some of my own APO brothers started distancing themselves from me. And you just have to wonder, is it because that you go on different paths? They're not really happy for your successes. Like they always want to say they are. Like they wish you well, but then when you start to do well, they start hating on you, start being jealous of you. And here's the sad thing. I watched you in school do things that I wish I could have done. Like, I was still supporting you. I was still happy for you. Like, for instance, uh, they rejected me out of a lot of organizations. Like, you got into BGR. I didn't. I was happy for you. I was not jealous of you at all. I wished you well. You got to study abroad, and hey, they turned me down. I was always happy for your successes, but you can't root for mine. And I just have to wonder, like, why is it that you just can't be happy for somebody? Just clap for somebody. Um, when somebody does well, it's not going to make you any less of a person to clap for their successes or be happy for them. So I sometimes wonder, why do some of you feel so small when you see other people do big things? You know what I mean? Because trust me, I could have easily have been one of these girls that try to be a cutthroat and I didn't get in the sorority of my choice. But instead of being that way, I just decided to help other girls get in the house. You know, I've had plenty of friends that I helped. You know, at this point, they didn't want my ass. So I was going to help other girls get in the houses that they want to get into. So I just took a lot of people under my wing and said, hey, you know, you can crush Rush Week. You got this. I mean, I never had a hateful bone in my body. You know, I rather see people happy. And it's just sad that some of my own brothers that I love and support couldn't show me that same love and support back. So it just made me not want to be around and not be involved in APO as an alumni. And another thing that one of my friends told me is, as a black person, you stay in your place, they ain't got no problem with you. When you start to move up, you know, you start to make your little change, you start to do things in the world, a lot of people just start to hate on you because you bust their stereotypes, you bust their myths. They had this idea of how a black person was supposed to be, or how a Latino person was supposed to be, or how Native American is supposed to be, and you definitely exceeded their expectations. And some people just don't know how to take you. So instead of being happy for somebody, they hating on you. And it's too bad because, again, if the shoe was on the other foot, if you opened up a successful business, I would take you out for a tequila shot and we'll celebrate. But everybody's not like that. And I just made up my mind. I just want to be around like-minded people who root for my successes, and I can root for theirs, and I can clap for them, and hey, they can clap for me. It's not no competition because I'm not competing with nobody. The only person I'm competing with is myself. So to sum up that point, I want you guys to go home, do some inner work, do some soul searching, figure out why can't I be happy for other people. And if you come across a black person of excellence, Latino person of excellence, Native American person of excellence, anybody of excellence, congratulate them. It's not going to hurt you, I promise. Now, and I think some of the reason why I had some clap back from some of my brothers too is I wasn't comfortable with telling people things. I've had several people over the semester say, hey, you want to talk about it? Yeah, I would love to, but I've had so many people talk about me behind my back in the chapter and throughout my life. I'm just not sure. So I just decided to wait a little bit to see if I could trust you, if I could tell you secrets and know that's not going to spread anywhere. Because I've had way too many people in my life tell me, I'll be here for you, I'll be here for you. But then they give up on you, backstab you, or spread rumors around, and I'm just not for it. Shut up, refrigerator. Let me just drink, because that's not okay. Good, go off. Between that and the fireworks, I give up. Like, noise is just gonna happen in the video. But so many people took it personal that I didn't want to tell them stuff, and I just want to say, if you want to be a good ally and good friend, please stop taking it personal when people don't tell you things. Because again, I've had so many people backstab me in my life that I'm just gonna be careful with who I'm vulnerable with. I'm just honest. Like, you might be a good person to talk to, but you might not be. You might be somebody who's a rumor spreader and gossip queen, and I just don't. And another little story that I want to slip in real quick to any of my former brothers who are watching this, on why you should still be nice to people despite. There is this young lady I used to know, went to school with me, tried to gossip and backstab the hell out of me. She made it her life mission throughout grade school, high school, and still to this day, trying to make my life a living hell. And to this day, I'm just like, instead of trying to destroy me, why don't you focus on your gifts and talents instead of focusing on destroying somebody else? I mean, if you spent more energy focusing on your purpose, then maybe you will find that you would have gotten somewhere in your life. Let me repeat that. If you would have been focusing in on your purpose, you would have been finding your life and figuring out your path. And I just used to wonder, why the hell do they want to keep up with me? Why does she want to keep up with me so much? Like, why do you want to be like me so much? Never understood it. Well, I ran into her at my high school reunion. Definitely didn't want to see her. I still gave her a hug and I was still nice. So for the APO people that keeps running from me when you see me out in public, I'm not asking to be in your inner circle. Don't want to be. I got the memo. You don't want a black chick going with you in the lake house with your white friends. I got the memo. You just want to hang out with your friends. You're close with who you want to be close with. I got the memo. You don't want me over for Friendsgiving. You got your clique. I understand. But if we see each other out in public, you can still extend some grace and still be nice. Like, even Ellen DeGeneres says, be kind to one another. So even if we're not that close, I'm still gonna wave. I mean, I got the message that you don't want to be bothered with my black butt, and my black life doesn't matter to you. But I'm still gonna be nice and say hey and go on about my night. And that's ultimately the reason why I'm careful with who I'm vulnerable with, because you might end up doing the stuff you're doing now. You know, you reach out to me at one period of time, say, hey, can we talk? And yet you're running from me now, and I'm just like, huh, it's interesting. I'm watching this series, Dragon Ball Super. Jiren, after reading his backstory, I relate to him a lot more than I thought. He's a guy whose friends also betrayed him. And reading his backstory, I'm like, damn. I know he's just a character, but I relate to him so much because he gets to the point, even in the battle between him and Goku, that's a liquor. Goku, um, he just rather do things on his own. He's a solitude kind of person. The same. I prefer my solitude. You know, I'd rather do things on my own than trust the wrong people. So I get where he's coming from on so many different levels. And I just want to say, like, personally, in my like experience, due to the way some of my APO brothers has been treating me, I would much rather go to a homeless shelter than ask some of you for help. Instead of asking you for money, I'd rather just start a business and charge a client $1,500 and ask you guys for money. I mean, I love you guys as people and I love you at a distance, but I, the way that some of you have treated me, like, I don't see you as a part of my family. You don't see me as a part of your family. So why would I come to you being vulnerable and asking you for help when you run from me? When you, oh my God, avoid, avoid. I'm like, for real? These are supposed to be people that call themselves my brothers? Mm. So, you know, when my car breaks down, I'd rather get an Uber Lyft, hitchhike. I'd rather just take my chances and put my grown up pants on and, you know, put my bootstraps on and just work it out in my own way because, again, I've had so many mean run ins with some of you, I'd just rather not. Whew, that's some good shit. And I just want to say to any potential APO member that came across this video, I just want to say, like, your experiences were probably way better than mine. Give the organization a try. You may find that it's your home for life. You might be a great lifelong member. And don't let my experiences scare you. Um, Life goes on, and other members will definitely join. And like I said, give it a try. Don't let my experiences scare you. I'm sure you'll do great in your chapters across the country and across the world. So um, this is probably not the best video for you to be watching if you're a potential, because I don't want to scare you away. This is just me being honest because people have asked me my opinion due to the climate that we're in right now with this sandwich pandemic of racism going on and everything else going on with the COVID. I've been reaching out to people saying, hey, how's it going? And people have been saying, hey, how are you doing with all this stuff going on? So this is me being honest and open. Probably not the best video to come across if you're thinking about joining. But nevertheless, I'm glad you're here. Welcome. And I think I am going to end it. I think I covered everything, got my notes. Alrighty. I think I'm good. Oh, yeah. One more important thing. I wanted to get a different opinion on something. Are you the only one? I mean, in other words, are you the only black person in your organization or the only Latino in your workplace? The only Asian, only, whoever group you're in? Do you get treated nicely? Because I believe it's out there. I haven't found it yet, but it might be out there. So I just want you to comment below if you are involved in a loving organization who genuinely loves you. You know, they see skin color, they embrace you for who you are, but you just happen to be the only one. But they love you like family. So let me know if you have an experience like that. I would love to hear it. And I'm out. And oh, how's everybody dealing with the fireworks? Oh my gosh, so many fireworks. Like I sometimes want to go to sleep and like, pop, 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 pop. I gotta hug my doggy. But alright, guys. Later. Love you. Wish you well, even though some of you guys hate me. Bye. Well, maybe I should end it better than that. Cheers. Even though some of you hate me, I still wish you well. Now it's really bye. I'm off.